Fans, and we're here on a beautiful Saturday morning.
Absolutely.
And not only the weather, but of course a huge Railer victory last night, and not as important, but pretty close.
Now, by huge, what do you mean by that?
Cubs win.
Oh,
No.
you'll have that.
A lot of points put up by the Railers. Hey, you're in the
nice.
cheap seats. Josh Komnick, the furniture guy, Jake Johnston.
Good morning.
We are out here on Woodlawn Road, a little more specific, at 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. That's at Jake's Furnishings. Open 7 days a week. Phone 735-1212, or go online to jakesfurnishings.com. Jake has put some furniture out right in front of us out here as you pass through on Woodlawn. Of course, Jake, what's all going on inside the shop?
Actually, we've got some sales going on. We're doing some new things on the floor, so it's kind of a rearranging day, but
A work in progress.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So if you come in, don't be tripping over stuff. There's plenty of it for you to do that, but there's plenty of comfortable spots to land there at the Jake's Furnishings.
As I'm wondering now why I'm sitting in a folding chair when we could be in a leather couch or sofa. But
I said something to Jim before we started. I said, "Hey, should I bring out recliners?" And he laughed at me.
Jake woke up late today, so we weren't able to get the furniture out here. But as we said, a huge Railer win, a big Railer win, not only for the second victory in a row, second of the season, but as many points as I've heard a Railer team put up since I've been around Railer athletics, since probably '96. Jake, you've been involved a little bit longer than I have.
Yeah, since '92. It's the most points I think I've heard of being
56. The Railers win 56-20 over the Spartans from Southeast at Southeast on homecoming for Southeast. So
wouldn't it be great if Bob would call in and give us a little Railer history here of when the last time Railers put up this many points? Yeah,
Bob, if you're listening, up and about yet this morning, give us a ring, 737-3791. Can never remember the number, even though I do this every Saturday. 737-3791. Anybody give us a call if they've heard of any more points scored by the Railers. If you are a part of that team, what team that was that scored more than 56.
Hey, Josh, you know what? Let's throw out the trivia early today.
Okay. And the trivia actually comes from when I was coming in this morning, listening on the radio. Matt Kemp. Here's the trivia, folks, for a free pizza. Free pizza from Stuffteria here in Lincoln. Matt Kemp, from the center fielder from the Los Angeles Dodgers, is close to getting the Triple Crown. I mean, real close. He leads in RBIs by 6 over Prince Fielder. He's got 119 RBIs. Prince Fielder has 113. He tied last night Albert Pujols, your beloved Cardinal, with home runs, 37, and he's 3 points behind in batting average, behind Jose Reyes and Ryan Braun. Of those guys are batting 329. Matt Kemp is batting 326. So he needs 3 points. He needs to get a couple ahead on the home runs, and get a couple RBIs here in the next few games, and we could have the first Triple Crown winner since this guy that I'm asking for.
I don't see it happen.
You don't think he's going to get it?
Don't see that happen. Well, give you an idea. As of right now, I believe, if my math serves me correctly, and I'm just doing this in my head, but he'd have to go 5 for 5, and Fielder and Reyes would have to be 0 for 6.
Braun.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Braun.
How many games left, Jake?
Well, what we got? 7?
7 games left. Okay. So what the trivia is, I need the player who was the last to win the Triple Crown. Call in 737-3791. You got a free pizza at Stuffteria. Large, one topping is free to you, to the winner of the trivia. Who's the last guy to win the Triple Crown in Major League Baseball? Give us a ring. 737-3791, and we want that phone call. We want phone calls from anybody who has heard of a Railer W. Well, I guess it may not even be a W, but
W, I guess. Just
somebody that scored more than 56. What year? Who was on that team? Maybe the person that called in was on that team, because that's a lot of touchdowns. For me, that's a lot of touchdowns, a lot of extra. Hey, we've got a caller. Hey, caller, go ahead. Are you commenting on the trivia, or do you know if a former Railer team has scored more than 56?
The trivia.
Okay, go ahead.
Carly Yastrzemski.
Carl Yastrzemski, that is correct. Caller, do you know, just for a little added bonus of your knowledge of baseball, what year that was?
67?
67 is right. Were you listening to 1050 AM this morning also?
No, I heard it on Major League.
Oh, okay, Major League. Good. All right. Caller, what's your name? I've got a free pizza for you.
This is Rod Clark.
Okay, Rod. Rod, you've won a free pizza to Steph-Doria. You can pick that up at Jake's Furnishings. Jake, how late you open today?
We're open until 5 o'clock this evening.
Okay, Rod, you can stop out here at Jake's Furnishings, grab that coupon for a free pizza, and have some pizza and watch the Illini today.
All right, thank you very much.
Thanks, Rod. Thanks for calling in.
Bye.
Hey, that was easy. I didn't think it was going to be that easy.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay, well.
We have some knowledgeable fans in this area, man.
That's right. That was easy. Rod Clark wins the free pizza. Carl Yastrzemski was the last person in Major League Baseball to win the Triple Crown. That was in 1967. I believe he was, with the Red Sox?
I believe he was with
Red
the
Sox?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, thanks for calling in. Still, we want those callers for if they've ever heard of a Railer team scoring more than 56. Us young guys here on the show have not, but there may be some guys that played later in
We're still considered young?
Well, I don't know. I try to think I am.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go through, of course, we'll go through all those stats and stuff with Coach McDonald when he comes on in the second hour of the show. But, again, Railers 56, Southeast 20. That moves the Railers record to 2-3, 2-2 in the conference. Southeast, that drops them to 14 straight losses, dating back to the 2009 season, the last game of the 2009 season. They're 0-5, 0-4 in the conference. Some scores from the Central State 8 last night. Chatham-Glenwood was a winner, which that will be our next opponent, I believe, next weekend, homecoming weekend for the Railers. Chatham-Glenwood won 47. Gateway, I believe they're out of St. Louis, 42. Jacksonville was a big winner, 55-14 over Lanphier. Jacksonville moves to 3-2 in the conference, 3-2 overall, 2-2 in the conference. Lanphier falls to 1-4, 1-4 in the conference. Rochester gets their quarterback, the quarterback that's headed to Oklahoma State. They get him back last night, and he puts on a pretty good show.
Puts on a clinic.
Yeah, 57-12 over Taylorville. Rochester moves to 4-1, 3-1 in the conference. Taylorville drops to 1-4, 1-3 in the Central State 8. And a big matchup today. Springfield rated in, I believe, 7A.
Yeah.
They are taking on Springfield Sacred Heart Griffin today, so that's going to be a huge game in the Central State 8.
Kind of a fun game for
that'll
Saturday,
be,
wouldn't it?
Yeah, one, it's a great day. You got two great teams going at it, and that will kind of tell the tale for the Central State 8, I think. Sacred Heart Griffin and Rochester have played. I don't believe Sacred Heart Griffin and Chatham have played, so they have a chance maybe.
Rochester and Springfield still
Yes, I think they still have to play too. So there's a big game going on today in the Central State 8 for all the standings. I was looking over. They give out the AP polls for, of course, football. I think it's on Tuesdays, and the Central State 8 is packed with ranked players. I mean, you've got Chatham, Springfield, Sacred Heart, Rochester. They're in different divisions in football, but you've got four teams out of one conference is pretty good.
Real good. Both on both sides of the ball. Most of them. How much fun would that Chatham game have been to be at?
Yeah.
Man, were they putting up some points? 47-42.
Well, I was listening to the Railer game, of course, on 96.3 FM last night, and 3 straight possessions the Railer scored on. I think we stopped them once, and then they go crazy on some scores. I mean, it was 27-13 before you could even – I think almost just into the second quarter.
Really?
And it just kept on going. And then there's a lot of stats to go through for the Railers, some big stats to go through with Coach McDonald. Of course, he's the offensive coordinator, so he's going to take all that credit, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Sure. And, we've also, besides high school football going on, of course – volleyball is big in this area. Lincoln still rolling along in the volleyball. And then in this week, maybe one of the biggest rivalries around here, Hardham defeated Mount Pulaski. That was back on, I believe, Thursday night. That was Hardham defeated Mount Pulaski. Pulaski got the better of them in Game 1, winning 14-25. And then the Stags come back 25-23, 25-15 to take that decision. So two of the powerhouses in girls volleyball, not only in this area but the state, went at it, and Hardham prevailed this time. But the Railers keep going and keep the volleyball strong here in the area.
To watch.
Yeah, sure is. Hey, Jake, you got that thing we talked about last week too. coming up for the soccer teams, Lincoln and Chatham still. That's coming up on September 29th. Both soccer teams from Lincoln and Chatham have been affected by cancer. In 2009, Lincoln coach Tim Stuckey's son, Nate, then 4 years old, was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia and is still being treated 2 years later. 1 year later, the younger sister of former Chatham Glenwood All-American Neil Wilmarth, Kaylee, her name, was diagnosed with the same disease while she was in the 8th grade. Sadly, she lost her battle 8 months later. It should be no surprise that both teams would do their part to help cancer research, and when the Railers and the Titans take the field for their battle September 29th matchup, they will be united against a common enemy. The Railers will host the Titans for the Kick Cancer fundraiser at 5 p.m. September 29th at Hanlon Field. Proceeds from the event will go to cancer research, not only benefiting Nate, but also others affected by this bad disease. So, as many people can get out there for that game. That's a 5 p.m. game, September 29th at Hanlon Field here in Lincoln. All the proceeds, of course, going to cancer research. Football coming up, Jake.
Yep.
You once, a couple weeks ago, said that the Illini would go undefeated this season, and they're well on their way.
That was a tough game last week, man.
That was a good game.
I was sweating it.
Sweating it as you're a Illini fan, or sweating it that you're
a Illini fan?
Okay.
No, my picks are. I do it in fun, but that's something. That's a game they should have won. Mm-hmm. But Arizona State, that was a tough, competitive game, man. And Arizona State comes down, scores a touchdown, takes a lead late, and Illinois just promptly says, "Hey, ain't having none of that." Comes back and does it themselves. So.
Yeah, and
impressive.
They've got another one coming up real quick before we get into football. Some major league scores from last night. I want to flip there before we get into the football because we can talk a little more. We can talk a little more about football than we can baseball because I believe both of our seasons are over. We had some people clinch. We've kind of got the baseball outlook almost sealed except for the wild card. Philadelphia, of course, won the East. Milwaukee won the Central. Arizona Diamondbacks won the West in the National League. The New York Yankees won the East in the American League. Detroit and Texas just clinched last night.
Yeah.
So those are set, but we have still some wild card standings going on. Now you're because my Cubs beat your Cardinals last night.
No, I'm not going to say that.
Oh, it wasn't because of that?
No.
5-1.
But you can keep that.
Okay.
That'll help you for this winter sleep.
It will.
But no, the Cardinals, honestly, though, they made it fun, at least to watch baseball, because there for a few weeks there in August, it was getting brutal.
I think
that's when they lost the season, to be honest. I mean, they easily could be a few games ahead in the wild card right now.
And what hurt really bad was not last night's game, but the night before.
Yeah, that blown save.
Yeah.
The error by Rafael Furcal.
Atlanta loses that night.
They didn't play.
They didn't play. Okay,
so
but
it dropped us to one game.
Dropped you to one game, and then you just had a better feel. You were up 5-1 or something like that. 6-1 going into the 9th or 8th or something like that.
6-2 going into the 9th.
And the bullpen had been your nemesis maybe all year for a while.
Well, I was going to say
early
in the year, I think we blew like 15 saves right off the bat, and they couldn't hold a lead for nothing even in the 7th and 8th inning. But here the last month and a half, 2 months, it's kind of been a saving grace. They've been tough. And Jason Mott, for a long time, was basically unhittable. He wasn't allowing a base runner or a man to score, no matter what situation he came in. And, it's 2 games in a row for him where somebody had an error behind him, and then he blows up.
Yeah.
So it hasn't been good.
So the Atlanta Braves are 3 games up on the St. Louis Cardinals in the wild card. And you said with, 6 to play? 5 to play?
5 to play.
5 games to play. That'll be tough.
I think that one may be. I mean, they have Philadelphia left to play and a couple more against the Nationals. But I see Atlanta pulling it out.
Right. Boston up 2.5 games on Tampa Bay in that American League wild card.
That was a little more interesting there.
Yeah, and Boston not playing as well. Tampa Bay really playing hot.
And Boston not only not playing well, but they also have played Baltimore, I believe, a couple more times.
Right.
And Baltimore has been their nemesis all year long. If you take them against Baltimore out, they'd be in first place in their division.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that could be. It could be Braves. It could be Boston. along with, of course, the division winners, setting up for the playoffs, which are very. And the National League won the All-Star game, correct?
Yep.
So the National League will get home field advantage in the World Series.
Boy, the Phillies look set up pretty good, but man, I'm not going to discount the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah, I just hope the Brewers do it because they're from the Central, I guess maybe. Although I like Philadelphia as a team.
As a team, they got some good players on that team, man.
You know, you look
fun
back,
to watch.
Milwaukee's really not that far behind in the standings as far as overall record. Philadelphia 98 and 58.
Philadelphia's been mailing it in now for
Right,
about
probably.
last 2
Yeah,
weeks.
you could be right there.
So
Milwaukee 92 and 65. So really not that big of a difference, less than what I had thought. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We'll take a commercial break here, and we'll be back out here at Jake's Furnishings, located at 1100 Woodlawn Road. Stop on out, check out Jake's selection of anything you want furniture. You're in the Cheap Sheets, 96.3 FM and WLCN all night long. Back out here at Jake's Furnishings, located at 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Open 7 days a week. Phone 735-1212 or go online to jakesfurnishings.com. Josh Komnick, the furniture guy, Jake Johnston, out here on a beautiful Saturday morning. Railers win, Cubs win, Illini going to win.
good night.
Can't ask for anything better than that.
You're out 500 games by July.
Still got to beat the Cardinals. Hey, Jake, you've got a number of Railer cheerleaders stopping by. You've got a sale going on for the Railer cheerleaders?
We got connections with the cheerleading squad here.
Good. Hey, that's why we have several ladies from the Railer football cheerleading squad, and we want to thank them for stopping out here. One, to fill us in on what they're doing here coming up in homecoming, how many push-ups they've actually had to do last night.
This is awesome. We're streaming this live on video, right?
Right, and they were not wanting video because
They did not
video. Pamper
That's odd.
this morning. But, ladies, thanks for stopping by.
Hi, I'm Anna Maxwell, and I'm a senior.
Didn't even have to answer. She just knows. She's been on here so many times.
Anna,
Just born for radio. I don't know.
There you go. She's going to be a senior. Anna, how long have you been doing football cheerleading?
I've been on football cheerleading for about 3 years now.
For about?
Yeah.
Okay.
so was this a community thing where you guys didn't put your game faces on to be on TV?
Well, Miss Ryan didn't tell us we were going to be on TV, just
Okay.
radio. So.
Oh,
Okay.
just radio. Okay. We did. I was wondering this as I was in. You girls were going to stop in push-ups. You see a number of college teams and high school teams doing the push-ups. The Railers put up 56 points last night. How are the arms and shoulders feeling today?
Oh, we're pretty sore.
Pretty
today.
sore. A good workout. And you girls, before we got on, did the math, and how many push-ups were done last night at Southeast?
252.
252. Is that the most that you've ever had to do in your
Yeah.
cheerleading career?
Yes.
For sure. Even in preseason training.
For sure.
For sure. 252 push-ups. Good. Hannah, we've got homecoming coming up, one of the exciting times for not only high school students but for the community. Give us one of the duties, as we'll go to some of the other girls too. Give us one of the duties that the cheerleaders take part in.
Well, we have to make signs for all the individual teams and poms and band and stuff, just to show our school spirit for every activity in the school and stuff like that.
Sure. Signs that will go where at in town, in the school, on the parade, anything.
Oh, around the field on the fences and stuff.
Okay. And is homecoming one of the better times for you as being a football cheerleader?
It's the best time.
The best.
The best.
Drop no matter how many push-ups you had to do.
No matter how many push-ups.
Are you able to do 252 next week too?
Probably not.
Probably not.
But
so what if?
I'll try my hardest.
Okay, good. Anna, pass the mic on to another teammate of yours. Who do we have?
Abby Nelson.
Abby, what year in school are you in?
I'm a senior.
How long have you been doing football cheerleading?
I've been a football cheerleader for 2 years.
Are your arms and shoulders as sore as Anna's?
Very.
Very, very. She's not happy about it either. What's one of your duties, Abby, on homecoming weekend coming up?
I've helped paint most of the signs that Anna told you about.
Okay, so you're the artist.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, and is homecoming the best time, the best part of being a football cheerleader?
Yes, I think so.
Easy. Okay, and you have the Wacky Olympics and all that. Do you take part? Do the cheerleaders take part in all that still?
I have not myself,
Okay. But you are this
it's
year.
fun to watch.
Oh, okay. Just watching. Just watching. Okay, Anna. Abby, thanks for stopping in. Pass the mic on. And who do we have here?
Lexi Rader,
Lexi Rader. And what year in school are you, Lexi?
a senior.
A senior. Okay. And how long have you been doing football cheerleading?
2 years.
Okay. 2 years. And what are some of the duties that you have coming up this full week that you guys have? Not only schoolwork, but things going on at homecoming.
This Sunday we have to go help with the whitewash.
Okay. And you're whitewashing, hopefully not cars and all that kind of stuff. But
No,
what
all
do you-
down Wyatt and like the high school parking lot.
Okay. Good. And what else do you take part in as just being not just a cheerleader, but a student that goes on at homecoming?
Just like the pep rallies and wacky Olympics. And
Okay. Sounds good. Pass it on. Thanks for coming in. Name?
Macy Browning.
Macy. And what year of school are you, Macy?
I'm a senior.
A senior. Okay. Are you still sore as the others are?
Yeah, my arms hurt a lot.
Okay. 252 push-ups if you just joined in. The cheerleaders had to do for the 56 points that the Railers put up last night. Some of your duties. One of your duties that's going to take part this week in homecoming.
Well, we made up a routine that we have to do with the senior football players, and we do it at the pep assembly on Friday.
Okay.
And I help make that up.
You helped made that up. Do you take part in anything as far as the senior float or anything that goes on during the parade?
Yeah, I've been to float building for about 5 hours this week.
Okay, cool. And you can't give me hints what you're going to be putting out there, can you?
A really good float that's going to win.
That's going to win. That's what we like to hear. Thanks for stopping in. Next up, name?
I'm Victoria Haferkamp.
Victoria. And what grade are you in this year?
I'm a senior.
Senior. How long have you been involved in cheerleading for football?
This is my first year.
First year for did you expect to do 252 push-ups?
Not at all.
Coming into okay.
Not at all.
What are your duties this week for homecoming?
We have to help decorate the field on Friday and make it look all nice and cute.
Nice and cute for the football players. The football players want a cute field. Would you want that, Jake?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Nothing gets me motivated.
I'm just making sure. First year in football cheerleading. What's been the best so far?
It's probably been going to the away games
Okay.
and just the bus rides.
Cool. Sounds good. Thanks for stopping in. Next up,
Kelsey Masrow.
Kelsey. And what year are you in school?
Senior.
Senior this year. And your duties this week for homecoming?
Well, the girls pretty much set everything with the decorating the fields and stuff, but we get a ride on the fire truck in the parade, which is the funnest part.
And you get out of school early?
Yeah.
Nice. And what do you take part in anything else that goes on in homecoming week? Dress up, what all the other things that go on?
Yeah, we do all the dress-up days. We haven't had that yet, but next week.
Sure.
So we have outfits planned already for that. And then the Wacky Olympics. And
Good. Well, next up, we've got one more, I think. Thanks for stopping in. Name?
Alexander Costello,
Alexander. And what year are you in school?
junior.
Junior. And your duty coming up this week for homecoming?
We have to go to the bonfire and dance around the fire and cheer.
A wind dance?
The snake dance.
Snake dance. But that would accumulate to a win.
Yes.
Correct. That's what we're looking for. A win. And what else do you take part in homecoming? Dressing up, face painting, Wacky Olympics,
We just all have to dress up and be spirited about it.
and get the student body ready
Yep.
and the fans. Okay. Well, thanks for coming in, ladies, and good luck this week with all the things that you have going on. Oh yes, and we have one that wants to give a shout out. Go ahead. That's everybody, I guess.
Yeah, it's everybody.
Everybody wants to give a shout out. Okay, I'll in 1, 2, 3, go.
We don't have it like planned out.
we just wanted to congratulate the Lincoln Railers on the win last night.
Nice.
Step
it up. All the players.
Nobody said hi, Mom.
No.
Not a single one.
Hi, Mom.
There we go.
Oh,
Good job.
there we go.
I love you, Denise Costello.
There we go. There we have
All
it.
right.
The cheerleaders stopped by. Thanks, cheerleaders, for stopping by. And we've got to take a
can't-
commercial break.
I can't believe we put them on camera and we told we weren't.
Oh, I love it. Wait
That's
till, and you can view that on. No, I'm just saying. They didn't want to be viewed on WLCNonline.com, so we didn't do it to them. But hey, we'll be back. We're going to talk some Illini football, some NFL football before Coach Adi McDonald comes in and talks about that 56-20 victory.
56.
I'm not sure the ladies were too happy about the 56 points, but
No, I'm
that's,
thinking they were willing to stop at 35.
yeah, that's part of it, though, I guess. So hey, we got to take a quick commercial break. We're out here at Jake's Furnishings, located at 1100 Woodlawn Road, 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.